Have you ever wondered how microservices are deployed and scaled? Let's dive into the fascinating world of microservices, a revolutionary approach in modern software development. Microservices, essentially, are small, independent components of an application that communicate with each other. They've become increasingly popular due to their flexibility, scalability, and the speed at which they can be developed and deployed. Now let's talk about deployment and scaling. Deployment in this context is the process of installing, testing, and running a microservice on a server or a cloud platform. It's the act of bringing your microservice to life, ready to perform its intended function. On the other hand, scaling is the capacity to handle increased loads of work. In the world of microservices, scaling can be achieved vertically by adding more power to your existing system or horizontally by adding more systems to your network. Understanding how microservices are deployed and scaled can help you make more informed decisions in your software development process. There are several strategies for deploying microservices, each with its own advantages and considerations. Let's dive in. First, we have the single service instance per host strategy. This is like renting an entire apartment complex for one tenant. It offers superb isolation, but might not be the most efficient use of resources. Next, we find the multiple service instances per host strategy. It's akin to having multiple tenants in the same apartment complex. The resource utilization is better, but there might be potential issues with isolation and conflicts. Finally, there's the service instance per virtual machine or container strategy. Think of this as each tenant having their own portable home. This offers a good balance between resource utilization and isolation, but it can introduce more complexity in terms of management and orchestration. Remember, these strategies are not one-size-fits-all. Choosing the right deployment strategy depends on your specific needs and constraints. Now that we have deployed our microservices, how do we ensure they can handle increasing load? Let's discuss the two primary scaling options, vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. Vertical scaling, also known as scaling up, involves adding more resources to a single instance. This could mean increasing the CPU power, RAM, or storage. It's a straightforward process, but can be limited by the maximum capacity of the machine. On the other hand, horizontal scaling, also known as scaling out, involves adding more instances. Essentially, you're distributing the load across multiple machines. This approach is highly flexible and can handle massive loads, but it does add complexity to the system. The choice between vertical and horizontal scaling can greatly affect your system's performance, cost, and complexity. For instance, while vertical scaling might be simpler and cheaper initially, it could potentially limit your system's growth. Conversely, horizontal scaling offers high scalability, but may require more sophisticated management tools and strategies. Scaling is a critical aspect of microservices, and it requires careful planning and management. To sum it up, deploying and scaling microservices is a complex but crucial task in software development. We've taken a deep dive into the intricate world of microservices, unraveling the various strategies involved in their deployment, from rolling updates to blue-green and canary deployments. Each strategy, unique in its approach, brings something different to the table. Whether it's minimizing downtime or allowing for targeted testing. We also explored the wide array of scaling options available for microservices. From vertical and horizontal scaling, partitioning, and replication, each option serves a specific purpose. Understanding these concepts is key to making informed decisions that best suit your application's needs. Remember, the choice of deployment strategy and scaling option can significantly impact the performance and robustness of your applications. With the right knowledge and strategies, you can effectively deploy and scale your microservices to meet your application's needs.